Welcome back. This is the second video of how to do the initial install. After the JDK, the next thing we're going to do is install Eclipse. That's www.eclipse.org. And it looks like the current version of Eclipse is Neon. I saw one out here for Eclipse Oxygen. Usually the major versions are letters of the alphabet. You just happen to be on the N. The next one is O. But I don't see it anymore, so maybe it's not quite released yet. Let's do Neon. I'm going to go to Download Packages, and there's a whole bunch of different installations for Eclipse. You've got Eclipse IDE for Java EE. That's not us. We're SE, because we're not going to use web for now. This is ours, Eclipse IDE for Java developers. Pretty popular. I'm going to go for the Windows 64-bit. Windows 32-bit, by this time, if you're using a Windows machine, you're well past a 32-bit machine. This is like, man, version Windows XP. Or if you're using a really cheap, $100 notebook, you might be at a 32-bit operating system. Most likely you're a 64-bit. How do you know? If you really want to know, go to your computer, right-click your PC, and it'll tell you your build. I'm running Windows 10, which is a 64-bit operating system. Most likely you guys are also a 64-bit. All right, so I'm going to download the 64-bit the 64-bit version, and click Download. Now, while this is downloading, I'm going to save it. This is just a zip file. So I'm just going to let this download, and I'm going to create a folder and show you how to unzip it. I'll be back in a second. All right, I'm back. So I downloaded that zip file, and I place it under. I have all my Eclipse stuff under C Eclipse, and then I created a folder called Eclipse Neon. I called it 2 because I already have a version of Eclipse on my machine. J2SE. You may call it Eclipse Neon J2SE. I would strongly suggest not trying to drop this into program files. That's treated differently. Trust me when I tell you, program files is like a protected directory. You do not want to mess around with that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to right-click it. Now, I have a program called 7-Zip, which is a zip program. It's a freeware. You can go out and Google and find it. I would hate you to say extract all because the Windows zip program is terrible. Anyway, so I'm going to say 7-Zip, extract here. And it's a lot of files that's going to be extracted. I'm going to pause it for a second. I'll be right back. There we go. Everything's unzipped. That's the original zip file. I'm probably not going to mess with it. I'll keep it there. It doesn't hurt anything. In case I have to rebuild my installation, there's one less thing to download. Double-click Eclipse, and there is the program right there, Eclipse.exe. Very cool. Eclipse Neon.2. So it's like the second major release of Eclipse. I'm going to open up a completely different workspace because I don't want it to conflict with my old Eclipse workspace. And it's pretty quick. I mean, I got a fast machine, but this IDE is pretty lean. When you first install, there's not much installed with it. There are very few plugins. I think you get a Git plugin. It's pretty lean. I'm going to maximize, and it looks like I have a working IDE. This is the Package Explorer window. This is the Java perspective. We will talk about how Eclipse works. Looks good to me. All right, the next one is going to be some of the plugins that we need for Eclipse to work for this class. So I'm going to go right to, not Facebook, I'm going to go right to our, under Resources. This isn't yours, but I'm going to copy over these same things over to the Spring class. We did the JDK, we did the initial install. ObjectAID. Let's take a peek at that. And I'm going to, open this, I guess. Let's see. Open. Very good. Start Eclipse. Go to Help, Install New Software. Paste this URL. That URL. So I'm going to go back over to Eclipse. Go to Help, Install New Software. And paste that into the Works With URL. Takes a second. or two. I promise it's not that long. Wow, okay. Usually it literally is a second. Let's see. Make sure I got the right URL these days. So I'm going to go out to Google. And this is how you find these things anyway, so you have to see it anyway. Eclipse, ObjectAID, Eclipse plugin. And if I say download, yeah, that's the site. Pretty sure that's the same. Back over to Eclipse. Try that again. Maybe it wasn't the same. I'll make sure it's right in your in your copy over. So what I want to do is install that one. ObjectAID class diagram. These two are paid licenses. All I want to see is that first one. Click next. It's going to ask you to accept the license agreement, probably. Man, oh man. I'm going to pause this video for a second. Sorry about the pause. That took forever. Don't know why. I'm going to click next, accept the license agreement, click finished, and it's going to do its thing. It'll probably ask me, sometimes it'll say, do you want unsigned content? So yes, anything I'm going to give you is going to be solid. Or it'll ask you to restart Eclipse. So I'll let that run. And then the next video, we're going to show you Facebook again, show you Scene Builder. All right, be right back.